The best thing about micro crocheting is that it's an affordable hobby that won't break the bank. It's definitely a lot cheaper than regular crochet, and you can fit all your tools and threads in a small box. In fact, you may already have all the tools you need at home. In this short video, we will take a look inside my micro crochet toolbox and go through all the essential and a few nice to have tools to get you hooked on micro crochet, pun 100% intended. As you get deeper into micro crocheting, you'll want to experiment with different threads and hook sizes, but the basic tools will serve you well for years to come. I've been using the same tools for over 7 years, and I've only had to replace my crochet hook because it lost a battle with a wall and broke. Don't ask me how I did it. I was shocked too. If you'd like to try the tools I will mention in this video, including some of my personal favorites, I'll link them all in the description. Speaking of experimenting and expanding creative horizons, I've been reflecting on how this year has been such a whirlwind of projects and crafting. It's made me so grateful for this journey, but also reminded me to take a step back and slow down. That's why over the holidays, I'm planning to pick up acrylic painting again, a hobby I haven't touched in ages. Since I'm a little rusty, I've decided to take a couple of refresher classes on Skillshare, the sponsor of this video, which is my go-to for exploring creative hobbies and learning new skills while I work on my micro projects. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes for every kind of creator, whether you want to learn to draw, renovate furniture, or sew your first quilt. Fun fact, I come from a family of painters and designers. My mom and brother are incredible, so we're planning a family paint-off during Christmas. Spoiler, I'll definitely lose. But I know it'll be a blast, and Skillshare is helping me get back into the painting groove just in time. If you've been thinking about using your holiday break to try a new hobby, revisit an old favorite like I did, or learn a new skill, now's the time. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Many thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video and giving you the opportunity to try their amazing classes for free. What hobby will you take up during your break? Let me know in the comments. Now let's get back to micro crochet and talk about the most crucial tool, hooks. While the exact point where micro crochet begins might be a tad blurry, we'll focus on hooks smaller than 1 millimeter. Hooks ranging from 0.5 millimeters and up are pretty standard across various brands. If you're just testing the waters and want a wallet-friendly option, regular steel hooks will do the trick. Not sure about the right size? Consider picking up a set of small steel hooks, often referred to as lace hooks. These sets typically start at 0.5 millimeters and go up to 1.75 millimeters or bigger, giving you a range to experiment with and discover your favorite hook and thread combo. As you dive deeper into micro crocheting, you might want to invest in higher quality hooks with ergonomic handles. These provide extra comfort, especially during long crocheting sessions, and are commonly available in the 0.5 millimeter plus range. If you're feeling adventurous and want to try even smaller sizes, go for 0.4 and 0.35 millimeter hooks. They aren't as commonly found as their larger counterparts, but fear not, for Tulip, a Japanese brand, no sponsorship here, just a big fan, has got your back. Their tiny hooks from the Etimo and Etimo Rose lines might be a bit pricier, but are worth it for their durability and comfort. I've had both in my toolkit for years now, and they are still my favorite hooks to use. Let's talk about weaving in ends, a task that's both essential and sometimes dreaded by crocheters of all levels. I'm asked how I do it almost every other day, and I don't really have a magic way to take care of them. I crochet over the ends wherever possible and weave the rest in with a very thin needle. For micro projects, size 12 beading needle is my choice. These needles are perfect for working with fine sewing threads and tiny stitches, allowing you to weave in ends seamlessly without distorting your project. They often come in sets, so you'll have backups in case some go missing, which happens to the best of us. In the world of micro crocheting, even your scissors need to downsize. Enter the classic embroidery scissors. Accidental snips are the nightmares of micro crocheters, and these tiny scissors are here to save the day. Investing in a good pair of embroidery scissors can make all the difference. You really don't want to accidentally damage a project you've spent hours on. I've been there, and believe me, it's one of the worst feelings ever. Look for ones with comfortable handles that fit well in your hand to reduce fatigue during extended use, and thin, sharp tips for their precision. I've had these Stark embroidery scissors for over 10 years. They may look a little worn, but they're still as sharp as the day I got them. Blocking is the key to the high-quality look of my micro crochet projects. It helps even out the stitches and gives your work a polished finish. After experimenting with different surfaces, I found that foam boards work beautifully. Lightweight, waterproof, and easy to store, they are essential for any micro crocheter. Personally, I've been using a foam kneeler used for gardening for years. It's compact and just the right size for my projects. If you already have a puzzle mat at home, this is another excellent option. Recently, I've upgraded to a macrame board that comes with a printed grid on both sides. I have to say I really like it, and the grid makes it so much easier to block the perfect edges and corners, as well as the tiny round doilies. Now let's talk about pins, the unsung heroes of micro crocheting. Using the right pins can make a significant difference in the final appearance of your work. Thin, long pins are gentle on delicate threads, allowing you to quickly block and shape your pieces. They're particularly useful for pinning down complex patterns, helping you achieve sharp lines and curves that make your projects stand out. Stainless steel pins are a great choice, as they are durable and less likely to bend or break under pressure. I like using pins with large, colorful heads, as they are easier to remove once my blocking is complete. And trust me, you'll want to stock up on more pins than you think you'll need, especially if you're planning to create larger pieces like tiny blankets or doilies. Let's not forget one of my favorite tools that always sparks curiosity: silicone finger protectors. While they might not be an absolute must-have, they've been a total game changer for me, especially when I was just starting out with micro crochet. Tiny hooks can be tough on your fingers, and these little lifesavers shield your skin from accidental pricks and irritation. They make crocheting so much more comfortable, and honestly, once you try them, you'll wonder how you managed without them. If you're looking for an extra layer of protection, give them a go. Your fingers will thank you. I can't talk about tools for micro crochet without mentioning two game changers that aren't exactly tools, but make a huge difference when working on such a small scale. First, good lighting is a must. A quality desk lamp or even a wearable neck light can work wonders for helping you see those tiny stitches clearly. Second, if you find your eyesight could use a little extra help, consider investing in a desk magnifier with a built-in LED light. It's a total lifesaver. These small upgrades can make micro crochet so much easier and so much more enjoyable. And there you have it, a peek inside my micro crochet toolbox. With these essentials by your side, you'll be all set to dive into the magical world of micro crochet. Don't forget, I've linked all the tools mentioned, including my absolute favorites, in the description below, so feel free to check them out. Now, let the micro crocheting adventure begin. Happy crocheting, and I will see you in my next video.